du meine Arbeit für richtig hältst, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe, dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meines Volkes. Gib du jetzt deine Stimme ab. Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
Well, it takes all sorts of NCOs to make an army. You can't just pick them by rule of thumb and say, this chap will do and that one won't. You've got a dozen different qualities to look for and weigh against each other. And even then, the chap that doesn't quite measure up can generally be trained to it. Take these three here, for example. Entirely different types, but they're all good men. I ought to know. I'm an RSM, and I've been training NCOs for years. The main thing you want is leadership, and that's not necessarily something you're born with. Like everything else in the army, you can learn to pick it up. These three fellows I'm talking about, I spotted them months ago when they were hardly more than recruits. We were doing a lot of squad drill at the time. Some of them liked it, some didn't. Wales now, that Lance Corporal. Wales loved it. He was the sort of chap that takes the drilling like a duck to water.
Move to the right in threes. 8, 10. By the right. Quick. March. By the left. Left. Field.
Casey, on the other hand, that stout, tough-looking chap, Casey hated every minute of it. He joined up to fight, and he couldn't see what this had to do with killing Germans.
What's the matter with you, Casey? Get hold of it, man. Get hold of it. What? Slow. Arms. Move to the right.
Well, I'd noticed both these chaps in their different ways. I used to watch the drill regularly, of course. That's me over there, as a matter of fact. It's the colonel I've got with me. There was a third one I'd spotted too, a chap called Rigby. That's him. Rigby was a type you don't meet so much in peacetime, but the army's full of them today. Intelligent sort of fellow with no self-confidence. Didn't know whether he'd make a good leader or not, because he'd never tried. Always afraid of responsibility. Afraid some mistake of his might let his section down in action, cost some poor devil his life. The following week I had another look at day company, who were doing a bit of re-drilling. Re-drilling's a very good first lesson in leadership. Gets you used to the sound of your own voice. Damn silly sound it has the first time.
Louder, man, louder. Loud, halt! Louder still, they can't hear you. Loud, halt! What the hell's wrong, man? Why don't you use your voice? Can't you stop them? Well, go on, stop them this time. Squad, halt! No, squad, out! Out! Come back!
The 3 men I was talking about were all in the same platoon, and the sergeant pointed them out to me specially. Of course, I'd already spotted them for myself. Wales, naturally, was all for the drill.
Effort! Time!
And a very good word of command he had, for a beginner.
Balance those rifles now, parallel to the ground.
Squad, halt! Right time!
Private Casey, come out and take over the squad.
But Casey wasn't so happy. He could never stand still. That means lack of self-discipline. Still, his voice was quite good.
All right, Casey, now you take over the squad. Give them any orders you want for the next 5 minutes. Carry on.
Squad! Squad! Cut! About time! Look,
You are. Now then, Casey, you must make your orders clear, otherwise you'll get them muddled. Carry on.
fail! On!
That's better.
By the left! Work! Back!
With a bit of training, I thought Casey would probably shape quite well. And his platoon commander bore out my view. But before we started making up our minds, we gave everybody a chance to show what they were made of.
Squad! Halt!
Get back to your place.
Rigby, you come out here. By the right. Quick. March. Left turn.
Rigby didn't have much confidence at first, but as I said to the colonel, you'll grow out of that.
Squad. Halt. More voice, man, more voice. It's not a secret. About turn. Quick. March. About turn.
Re-drilling develops your confidence very quickly. When you see the men doing what you tell them, when you tell them, well, you begin to feel as if you've been giving orders all your life, just like I have myself. But learning how to drill a squad is only the beginning of leadership. These fellows still had a lot to learn, and a few days later they began to learn it.
Battle drill. And a desperate fine battle we'll fight in columns of 3.
Ah, Tim, give it a chance. For all you
Oh,
know...
don't fool yourself, Rig. It's only the old business under a new name. Battle drill on the square.
Section, turn! The enemy is represented by that red flag. There. You will make an assault upon that enemy position using one barn. Section, stand at haste! Section, as for battle drill, number. Section commander. Number 1 rifleman.
Number 1 bomber.
Number 2 rifleman. Number 2 bomber. Second in command. Number 1 Brent. Number 2 Brent. Section, right, turn. Section, observe. Section, defer to advance. Section, advance! Under fire! Down, fall, observe, fire! Enemy, flag 400. We will kill all the enemy in that post. Right, flanking. Friend group, there.
Friend group, follow me.
Main group. Enemy, left, 400. Covering, fire. Down, roll, observe, fire. Rifle group, follow, ready.
Some of them thought it silly at first. Casey did, for one. But they soon saw where they were heading. They saw they were learning a new routine and learning to react smartly to a new kind of order. Moreover, it lets you see what all the other fellas are doing. And you remember that when you're really in action. Teaches you teamwork, in fact.
Out. Left, 50. Covering, fire. Down, roll, observe, fire.
Main group, right, flanking. Main group, follow me.
Flank group, there. I will assault from here.
Main group, halt. Main group, enemy, left, 50. Covering, fire.
Down, roll, observe, fire. Number 1 rifleman, forward. Halt. Number 1 bomber, forward. Halt. Rifle group, look out. Rifle group, charge.
Main group, cease fire.
Bullets. Consolidate.
Main group, consolidate.
Rifle group, halt.
Main group, follow me. Main group, halt.
Section, as for battle drill, 3, number. Section commander. Number 1 rifleman.
Number 1 bomber.
Number 2 rifleman. Number 2 bomber. Second in command. Number 1 Brad. Number 2 Brad. Casualties and ammunition. Section, prepare to advance. Advance will continue along same axis. Section, advance. Section, double march. Section, out. Section, aft turn. Right, now that's pretty good. You're doing it again soon, with you, Corporal Wales, acting as section commander. The rest of you will move up 2 places, because each man must know every job in the section. Now you, Sergeant Ashcroft, I want you to take number 2 section through it in the same way. Right, you can fall out for a smoke now, and fall in number 2 section, Sergeant.
After a week or so, most of the men had a fair idea of the drill, and we had a fair idea of who were our potential NCOs. There were 3 or 4 that we decided to watch particularly when they came to the next stage of the training, battle discipline. The first step towards battle discipline was teaching the men something about camouflage and personal concealment. Telling them how a white face sticks out of a landscape like a sore thumb. Getting them into the way of breaking up the outline of their helmets and their packs. Painting their brasses and so on. I fancy some of them didn't exactly like mucking up their brass work, but you don't want to go into action looking like a blinking heliograph. 1 or 2 of them really enjoyed the whole thing. Casey, for instance. He hadn't been so happy since he joined the army. He could see some point in this training now. This was really getting on with the war. He was full of ideas and found a keen listener in Rigby. Wales, too, showed he was as good on the field as he was on the square. Well, we started them on battle discipline, which is nothing more than learning to obey orders as smartly in the field as you do on the square. And learning to give them, too, of course. Wales is pretty good at that.
Right, Corporal. You've got the idea. Take them anywhere you like.
Yes, sir. Number 1 section. Follow me. Through that fence. There. Get into your groups. Line that ditch. Main group on the left. Enemy in that farmhouse. Main group. 400. 4 bursts. Fire! Riflemen. 8 row immediately in front. 200. Snipe at any movement. Keep your head down, Jackson. I said 400. Look at your sight. Prepare to advance. Advance. Halt. On fix. Hurry. Section, follow me. Section, halt. Left, fire.
That's not too bad for a start. Now, Casey, you take command.
Yes, sir. Take them anywhere I like, sir.
Yes?
Thank you, sir. Section. Follow!
Hey!
Right, through that haze. Now go on first, all of you, like this.
Casey at first didn't get the hang of it at all. He never bothered about checking them for letting their heads or their backsides stick up. He never put his guns in a firing position or checked their sights. In fact, he never once acted as if there was an enemy about. Battle discipline isn't a toughening course, though that's how Casey treated it. After that, Rigby had a go. I was very pleased to see the way he was showing up. He took to it like a duck to water, and by now Rigby was learning to have confidence in himself. He'd a very fair notion of fieldcraft at Rigby, and he never allowed the slightest mistake to get past him. Rigby's own example and the encouragement he gave seemed to inspire his men. Their fieldcraft was quite good. Mind you, that's very important, because bad fieldcraft isn't far short of being a serious military crime. After all, if you don't shave, you're not doing much harm to anyone but yourself. But if your fieldcraft's bad, well, it may cost the lives of your whole section.
That's good, Wilson. Ramsey, keep your head down. Barnes, you're behind sticking up. Keep it flat. Come on now, Gray. Crawl. Left arm, right leg. That's it.
And so the training proceeded.
Now, we're second checking point. Enemy tanks will be represented by a section of Bren gun carriers coming from there to there. Right, now the platoon commander will be up by the far checkpoint. All the platoon will be on the left of the road. The signals will be as usual. Got it? Our platoon rendezvous is Cross Farm. Over there. Our route to it, through the wood there, over the fence, and along the hedgerow. Got it? Now, before we go any farther, I want you to realize that you must keep still on this operation. You must not be seen. Right, number one, smokeman, you. I want you to go to the top of this white post and rail fence, right? Off you go. Number two, smokeman, same thing, but the other end of the fence, right? Go on then. Right, Casey, I want you to take your Bren group and place them in those bushes over there and guard the left flank. Now, I'll come over and check your position later. Right, off you go. Right, now, the remainder will form part of the assault party with me. Come on.
Number 2 section. Enemy. Crossroads. 300. We will kill all enemy. Pincer. We are left flanking. Mortar firing by observation. Signals as usual. Questions? Follow me.
Those buildings there. Now, we're right-hand section. Number 1 rifleman, you go to the right of the door, remember. Number 2 rifleman to the left of the door. Number 1 bomb, and you stick hard on my tail. We go right up to the top of the house, and we beat downwards. The signals are out of Brenga. Now, I forgot you. Your first position will be over the corralite hedge there. Signals are usual. Are there any questions? No. Well, then, follow me.
From section handling on field exercises, we went to the final leadership test, over the assault course. And a pretty tough course I'd had fixed up, too. Not the simple little one they used to do every week. I wanted to give these likely NCOs a real test and see if they could get their men over something really difficult. So I and the CSM had built up a real grand national of a course. When I showed the colonel round it, he thought we'd done pretty well. It would be a fine chance for our potential NCOs to show what they were made of. The colonel was quite a sport and wanted to do the course himself. The company commander, even though he'd be doing it later with the men, had to go too. And that meant, of course, that I had to do likewise. That evening, I discussed promotions with the CSM and found his ideas were the same as my own. So I told the colonel how we felt about it. He discussed it with the company commander, whose decision was the same as mine. So I told the sergeant major to make the necessary arrangements for the next day.
All right, Bill. Get a good grip of it up with your left hand. Right, lean on me. All right, Joe. Right, on you go. Not far now. Okay. Okay, Bill. What, right? Sling your rifles, boys. Now up this wee brain, we're halfway home. Tom, take your right leg over the rope. It's easier. Tom. Yes, you can. Come on. That's the man. Okay, Spider? Yes, okay. Take the weight on your arms.
Nice work, Ted. You made good time and all.
Have you done the course yet now?
You'll be lucky if you get round on your hands and knees, Casey, my lad.
Ah, sure, I could do it on my head.
You will.
Corporal Wales. Yeah, done so I don't ever give you nothing.
Sir, get your section together.
Right, sir. Number 1 section. Fall in.
As I'd expected, Rigby put up a first-class show. He was the quiet, thoughtful type who helped his men along. Wales, on the other hand, was quite a different kind of chap, but every bit as good. He treated the whole thing almost as if he were on the square. He got his section through by sheer drill and personal example.
Number 3, over and up. Come on the left-hand side. One move, get up there. Good lad, go on. That's better. Now, come on, let's see you 2 last men get over that wall quick. Come on, move. Go on, get a move on, up the wall. Don't stay there all day. All right, come on, you last 2, don't forget. Bring up your rifles first. Come on, those last 2 men. Get over quickly. Let's see you move now. Down, down, you're in the fire. Come on, down. Right, prepare to advance. Advance. Come on. Oh, come on, number 1 section. Down on the left. Up you get there. Go on, down. Get what breath you can. Right. Prepare to advance. Advance!
Then it came to Casey's turn. Again, an entirely different type of fella. But I knew he'd come through all right. He'd improved immensely, and he'd shown up very well on field exercises. Besides, this sort of thing was right up his street.
Up, right, on. Sling your rifles now, me buckos. Sling your rifles, right, all together now. Get it in between your feet and go up it. Put your feet round the rope, slide down, right, hand over hand. Right now, all together, right now. Get down, you twin-headed nitwit, get down! Right, come on, you fat-footed, black-hearted rockets! There's a war on, you pot-bellied, civilized crawlers! Oh, on your feet, you duck, you deceased duck! And in!
Well, once again, my opinion had been justified. The CO thought so. So did the company commander. And the platoon commander agreed with me, too. So, in due course...
And have the leader out of front.
of course, I always keep an eye on the corporal's room to see that it's properly run and that the best traditions of service are maintained, as they were on this occasion.